Good morning from Tetouan in Morocco. I've just made my way out of the sleeping area. I have my own private room in this guest house. It seems everybody does. By the way, it's about $15 a night, and breakfast is about $4, so an excellent deal, especially coming out of Tarifa, where I spent a lot more money than that. The rooftop view is exceptional, and I can see all the way to the airport. I anticipate riding past the airport this morning. You can see the Atlas Mountains are close by. That is the direction south-southwest, and over my right shoulder as I come around, you can catch a little bit of a road cut. I came down that 2 days ago to get into this town. Now that is a good place to start the main theme of this morning's video journal entry. I had initiated the Route of the Caravans. This is a mostly gravel road put together by cyclists. It's exceptional. It's amazing what they've done. Though the opening scene was a construction site and then a dump where I rode through maybe 2 kilometers of glass-covered dirt road. Very uncomfortable. Nonetheless, it opened up into very remote, beautiful countryside. Nonetheless, I have decided to disembark from that, what turns out to be a very rough track at times, and instead make my way on secondary and tertiary paved roads, which might be asphalt or concrete in this part of the world. The bike is loaded with, for example, 2 rotors, 4 chains, a spare set of tires, the pedals I took off the bike, which are still not worn out in Tarifa, plus many other small parts that I don't think I can get for my fairly specialized bike. The bike, for example, has electronic shifting. I think I'm going to get parts for that in places like Senegal. So the bike is extremely heavy. Normally I would be much more comfortable riding the bike through rough terrain, but I can feel the bike swaying underneath me, especially when I descend in rough gravel, in a way that feels uncomfortable. You may know that I broke a frame twice during my journeys on a bicycle. The frame was steel. I've never broken a carbon frame on a bike tour, and I don't want to do it for the first time. So I've decided to be cautious, and so I will depart the Route of the Caravans this morning, and I will start feeling out the R roads, and occasionally even some N roads, which I think might be the national road. It's certainly not the highway. Fortunately, the roads are lightly traveled. I rarely saw a vehicle when I was on sections of them riding to Tetouan. Tetouan is about 50 miles, 80 kilometers from Tarifa. It was my goal, and I arrived here. Second topic now underway for this morning's video journal. I arrived here and decided pretty quickly, despite all the time I was resting in Tarifa, in fact, not resting exclusively, but creating videos and a little bit of work that actually pays my bills, but not much, mostly videos. Nonetheless, I was there for about 2 weeks, and here I am taking 2 nights in Tetouan. The reason was I was up all night publishing videos before I got on the ferry in Tarifa 2 days ago. And by the time I arrived here, I really needed to get better organized and also think more about what I discovered on that initial part of the Route of the Caravans. So I rerouted completely yesterday using my laptop, for example. Well, I think those are the highlights from Tetouan. I am very slowly learning some Arabic. Shukra is thank you, by the way. This is a good word to know, and we will need to add a few more.